Hi guys, just thought I'd do a little intro to this next film, just to let you know what's been going on. Not been feeling too well the last couple of months, still trying to get that sorted. The last month I haven't done any videos because basically the weather, also Toodles, the dog, you see him on some of my videos that I've done. He's not been very well, he's not been well at all. We had infection in his nose and his face, and we took him in and they basically have sucked all the tissue out of his face, and now he's just bone. But he's 11, so he's 77 in dog years, and the anaesthesia really knocked him sideways really bad, so it's taken him a good month and a half to really get back to where he was before. The only trouble is we think he might have had a stroke as well. His mouth was all drawn down and he was drooling a lot, which he's never done. I'm having to feed him now because he just sticks his nose in his bowl and he just hasn't got enough action with his tongue, and his bottom jaw is a bit not shutting properly, and so I'm feeding him. But he's toileting, he's doing everything perfect, he's running around the field like a nut now. Very tired, but then he's always been a lazy dog. He's a staffy, they sleep. If they're not sleeping, they're cuddling, and if they're not cuddling, then they're sleeping. So he hasn't been doing much talking, which, as you know, is very talkative as a dog, in his own way. Unfortunately, that's just starting to come back now, so thank God he is starting to feel better. So we've had all that. On top of that, I've not been well. On top of that, I've still got Katie home, still doing homeschooling, so that's quite stressful for me because I've never had to do that before, so it's all new. We're slowly finding our way through it. She's also trying to get on top of doing videos and stuff like that for her channel, so we are getting there. The weather's not British weather, not that great as usual. Plenty of rain, plenty of mud, and as you know, going around a church graveyard, whatever, is not the best place to be when it's raining hard. But I'm going to start doing it. I think with all what's been going on in the world and the fact that we've all been kept at home and we've got ourselves in this mindset, especially me with my depression, I find it very hard to get out there. Once I'm out there, absolutely fine, I'm so happy, and I come back and I'm happy, and I upload my videos and produce them and everything, and it's great. But it's the actual getting going. So, but I do want to make this channel bigger. I'm so appreciative of all my subscribers that have come to me through Twitter. I'm absolutely over the moon. Thank you ever so much for coming on and subscribing, and it's been great. And I'd like to get to the point where we can do lives and we can interact with each other, and you can ask me things, and we can do the necrophonic or the K2 or whatever, when you can ask questions and we can figure this out together. How much actually is real or not real, and what is afterlife, and you know, are we the only ones here and stuff like that. You know, does everything stop once we go? And you know, I really hope that so far what I've collected with the EVP'S and the orbs and stuff like that, I can start to prove to you that, and to myself, that there is something after. We've actually had a couple of things happen here as well. I keep getting the smell of cigarette smoke. That had stopped. I did a clearing for someone's home and spoke to their families, and because they was having disturbances in the house, like knocking and banging, so I went in and I did some EVPs and chatted with them, and they got their message across and it all stopped. And then I found out that one of the gentlemen I was speaking to was a smoker, and I would be sitting here doing my videos and I could get this woof of smoke coming through. Now, I used to smoke 7 years ago. I quit. I use e-lights, bad thing still, but I use e-lights, the electronic cigarettes, and so it's not them. And every now and again I was getting this whiff, and it went off after a while. And then a couple of weeks ago it started again. So I thought, right, okay. And then my daughter's picture in our room is on top of my skybox, and it's been there for years, and it's got a very thick base to it. It's very square, very thick, wide base, and it's been sat there all this time, not a problem. And she was in the bedroom as usual doing her own work on my bed. She always does. If she's not in the office with me, she's in there, and she's sitting there, and all of a sudden I had the door open so I could see straight into the bedroom, and we heard this bang, and I looked over and her picture's on the floor. It had somersaulted in the air and landed on the floor. And it's like, okay, so we've got the smoke, we've got the throwing things. So yeah, so that happened. And then a couple of days after that, my daughter was heading towards me from my room. The door was opening, and all of a sudden we heard this almighty bang, and we went into she basically started running around trying to find out what it was. Went into the bathroom, and the door to the cabinet was open, which always shut. It's always shut. We open it, we shut it. It was open. So I went in there after her, and I got hold of it and I slammed it. I opened it and slammed it, and it was the exact same noise. So yeah, we've got something going on here in here again, which I'm not surprised that I don't bring things home. Just going around these churchyards, graveyards and the cemeteries and stuff, I'm not surprised I don't come home with things. I do cleanse the house out. I have all the stones, I have all the, I have all the lights and bells and whistles, and so I will be doing another office EVP and see what we can find out and see what's going on. And I've got the necrophonics on my phone, so we'll be using that as well. We'll try that out as well, because I like to do the two. I still prefer the box, I still prefer that noise, because I think that's what I've always been used to. But yeah, I do use necrophonic, as you know, and that is pretty good. It's come up with some really good stuff, so we'll do that again. Also, I'm trying out I went online, I bought some rods, and I thought I'd bought the normal size rods. Yeah, no, I got little rods, so they're about that big. Hold them, they're about that big, and whatever's moving them is really trying, and I can feel the energy trying, but these rods just aren't, I don't think are as good as they could be. So I'm going to be looking into some new rods, because I do enjoy trying other things. As you noticed in the video that we did in Cornwall, at the church there, we tried the pendulums. Me and Katie have got our own pendulums, and I find the pendulum really, really good, and I really enjoy using it. And I don't know, I just get this, you get this feeling that something's there moving it, and it just does its own thing, and it's great. So I'm looking into maybe some lights. They do like the ball lights that they can touch. I'm looking into that as well. I want to do more, but unfortunately with the pandemic and not being able to get out and not having the funds, everything that I've bought and done is on my own money. And don't get me wrong, I haven't got a problem with that, because it's my hobby, it's what I enjoy doing. I enjoy doing this stuff, so I'm not asking for money or anything like that. But it takes money. It does take money and time, which, like I said, with the dog not being well and having Katie at home as well, it's getting used to the change and the routine and getting back into doing. I mean, I should be doing night times every night because majority of the time I've got insomnia, so I'm up all night. But I just then think, oh, if I go on my own and something happens, you know, and then you start worrying, and it's not the dead that worry me, it's the living. So that's the reason why that stopped me from going out. It's, you'd be sitting there and you're doing an EVP and it's pitch black, and all of a sudden you see a car and it slows down, and then they start pulling in, and you think, oh God, are they going to get out? Do I go back to the car? The car's right next to them, you know, and being on your own and or with Katie, it's not the safest. I mean, majority of the time Pete comes with me. But yeah, so that's so far. But I am intending, I am going to get up, I'm going to get the bum up, I'm going to get going, and I'm going to get sorting, and we're going to go and see some more places. I've got tons of churches and graveyards and that to show you. Lots of history. Especially Canterbury has got, oh, so much history, it's unreal. And so we're going to be doing all that. We will, when this all calms down, we will be going back over to EVPA at some time. We have got to get Katie's passport, but we will be going back over to EVPA. We will be going to see our friends over there to do with the British Royal Legion. Because obviously my husband works for them, and so we go over and help with the poppy shop and everything else that's over there, and we go, and sometimes I get requests from family and friends to go over and put wreaths on the graves, and I do personal videos for that. So if anybody would like, it'll be in the next year or two, I'm going to say, because things have really got to get back to some sort of control before we can go over, with France being the way it is as well with its COVID and that, we've got to be careful. So I really want to, once we can get back into doing that. But if anybody would like any help with the wartime graves, finding family, or anything like that, or anything to do with the poppies, if you can let me know, I will put my email in at the bottom so you can email me, and I will try and help as much as I can, even if it means finding where they are, or I don't know, maybe you want us to go over and do you a video. I can do personalised, or I can do it where everyone can see it on YouTube, and we can take over a reef and we can go and see them and show you where they are and stuff like that. And if you want to do EVPs, then that is totally up to you. I am quite happy to do EVPs on wartime graves if that's what you want, and they can be personal or public, that is up to you too. I have found on a couple of occasions that I have done it for family, I haven't had nothing, which is to me says they've gone, they're happy, they've passed over, they understand why, and there's no, you know, no worry on their part. They've gone, they've passed, they're happy. I think if you look at it that way, it's best. If you hear from them, doesn't mean that there's a problem, it just means that they want to talk to you. But I just feel like if it's quiet and silent and there's nothing, and I've asked questions and I spoke about family that I've been told about so that I can get their reaction, and I've had nothing, and I felt so peaceful and rested, and a total different feeling to when they're talking to you. So yeah, if you want any of that, like I said, I'll put my email in again at the bottom of the screen and let you know, and then you can get in contact and we can try and help you out with that. So yeah, so I'm going to get back onto it, I promise. I'm going to do some EVPs here, which I might put on the end of this video, but I want us to grow, I want us to grow together, I want to do some lives, I want to get us all involved, do some EVPs together and stuff, and let me know what you think in the comments below, and tell me what you want me to do, and I will look into it. And I'm going to say thank you and good night. Bye. Right, as I said, I'm gonna do a little EVP here. I've got the K2 meter. I've checked everything. As you can see, nothing's setting it off. Phone's not setting it off. So we'll pop that there so you can see that. We've got the Necrophonics, and I've got Good Old Faithful. So, and that's all ready to go. The only time this goes off is if I knock it. So I just knocked it. Okay, so that's why I want to keep it still as possible so you can see it. Right, let's get into this. Right, that noise you can hear is my fan. I have to have a fan on here. This office gets so hot and there's no heating or anything on, but it swelts. I have candlelight, and I've got my two Acers on as well for light. So if there's any spirits that would like to talk to me or anybody, you can talk through this app, and I will, if I don't hear you now, I'll hear you later. Just make sure the volume's oh, which it's not. Pull the further forward. Is there any spirits here that would like to talk? Have you got any messages for any loved ones or for me? My name is Lee, and I'd like to talk to you tonight about whoever it is that is bringing in the smoke smell, knocking pictures off of tops and slamming cupboards. Is there anybody there that would like to talk? You can come forward and touch this instrument here. And the lights will go off if you get close to it. No? Who's been bringing the smoke smell into the office? Into this office? Can you tell me your name? Who threw my daughter's picture off the top? Who slammed the cupboard in the bathroom? Do you need to talk to me? Because now's the time. I can hear you. Is there a message you need to give me? Do you want me to be somewhere so that you can talk to me? Is there a certain place that you can respond better? Can you say my name? If you come close to these lights here, they'll go off. What's your name? Was that Fran? Very quiet tonight. Do you have a message? Can you get those lights to go off? If you come closer, you can. What's your name and who are you that is coming into my office and smoking? Have you followed me from a graveyard?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is there a message that you need to give someone? You can say it on here and they'll hear it. Do you need help? That was a very low, whispered yes. Can you talk a bit louder? Oh wow, the lights are going off. I think you might have seen that, I only just caught it. Sorry Mum. Was that sorry Mum? Tell me your name. Can you make those lights move again? Have you passed recently? Can you give me a name to give me confirmation? Okay, I'm going to change over to the PS box, which you know how to use that as well, and we'll try you on that one. Okay, so I'm going to stop that now. You can have a look at that when I look back in the video. I think that definitely moved. Let's turn the volume up. And is there any spirits that would like to talk to us? You can speak to us through here. Can you give me your name? Hello? Can you tell me who the person is that is smoking in my office? Who threw my daughter's picture? Can you talk to me through here? Don't know what happened there, but that went off. Okay, let's try that again. Try it on that level. Is Is there anybody there that wants to talk to me? Come through and talk to me on here. My name's Lee. I've spoken to you many times before. Can you tell me your name? Who is it that's smoking in my office every now and again? Can you move that light here and let me know that you're here? What's your name? Do you know my name? Who slammed the bathroom cabinet the other day? Give me a name. Is there something you need to tell me? Did you follow me from another from a graveyard? Got another yes by the sound of it. Tell me why you followed me. If you need to tell me something, now would be a good time. Do I need to go back to that graveyard, the last graveyard I was at? What's your name? Do you need help? Do you just like me? Okay, not getting a lot through this now, so we'll see what she's said. But I'm gonna go now. The last chance to say anything for a little while. Okay, bye. Well, I don't know what happened there with the volume, but that went mental and didn't get a lot through on that one actually. So I will go over this. You will see it obviously in the film because I would have put what they've said or not said, and just see if we can get this light to go off. If there's anybody still around, if you come near to this light, you can set the light off and we can talk to each other that way on yes or no questions. Can you make the lights move for yes? I'm not going to get much from this either. I think I'm definitely going to have to get out and about again and see what's going on. It's quite obviously someone wants to talk, but they're not willing to tonight. It's been about a week since the cupboard door slammed. We have minor things, you know, but they were like, they're the three main things that I get. Okay, I'll turn that off and I will see you. Let me lift you up. Hold up. You're on the up. Oh. To move that. Hiya. Oh, let me get this right. I'm not too confident with this camera. No, that way. There we go. Okay, right, so we'll see what the EVPs come back with and I will let you know as soon as I get out on Twitter, and it will be soon, I promise. And we're going to get this going one way or the other. It's either gonna take off or we're flop. So I'm just enjoying doing the videos and chatting to my subscribers I got, and hopefully some future ones. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.